My whole life, I always knew I was special. Even with no remainders, I could always move a decimal. Money on my mind while the girls that made un beso. Hustlers in my blood and it's running through my vessels. Just trying to clear the threshold, just trying to make a way. In my race against time, I could see an early grave. School to prison pipeline, 12 years a slave. Suspension and detention is conditioned for a cage.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Jermall Charlo gets arrested. All right, so this is not in connection with the other incident where he was charged with robbery, because that incident was dropped. And here's an article where it shows from Boxing Scene, basically says Jermall Charlo cleared of robbery charges, case dismissed. And that was, of course, regarding the incident where he went out to eat and there was a issue about his card and whatnot. So that was dropped. And basically what it says in the article is that the evidence supported Jermall Charlo's account, which basically said that he didn't do anything and he didn't do what he was accused of. So the charges were dropped. That was a moment to celebrate, right? Well, don't celebrate too soon, because shortly after that was announced, Jermall Charlo was arrested again. And so here you can see from ESPN Ringside, it says middleweight champion Jermall Charlo was arrested Friday in Texas. All right, so let's take a look. For starters, though, correct me if I'm wrong, that is Jermall right there. Is it not? Oh, it looks like Jermall to me.
Yeah, it do.
So get the Charlo right. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't put the. I think that's Jermall. Let me know in the comment section if that's Jermall. They're talking about Jermall, but they put a picture of a Jermall. That looks like Jermall to me.
Get the right saying. Brother.
We don't all look alike. Yo, Trill. We don't all look alike.
Exactly. Except any brother or two. Any brother or two.
Except they really do. But all right. So it says middleweight champion Jermall Charlo was arrested Friday in Texas after a warrant was issued connected to a felony charge of assaulting a family/household member with a previous conviction, according to Fort Bend jail records. Charlo was still in custody at Fort Bend jail. A jail official told ESPN he was arrested at 1:12 p.m. Central Time, according to records, and held on $10,000 bail. So that's what they're saying about Jermall Charlo. He was basically arrested on a warrant for assault on a family household member. I'm gonna turn it over to you, G. What's your reaction to my man being cleared of the robbery charges and then arrested on assault on a family household member?
Yo, man, this he's a character, you know. Sometimes people just don't know when to lay low. You know what I mean? Like, you make one mistake, you know, you're like, yeah, try to calm this down a little bit, let the media die down with my name, and then lo and behold, he gets to altercation with a family member. I really don't know what's going on with these brothers, man. So I'm just disappointed, to be honest. But hey, man, maybe, you know, knock on wood, I don't wish this on nobody, but maybe he needs some time away in college. You know what I mean? So his mind right. Like, doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I'm like, bro, sometimes you gotta realize, like, oh, I'm a millionaire. You know what I mean? You gotta behave as such, you know? So I don't know, man. I'm speechless about this situation. It just doesn't make sense to me.
All right, Trill Dollar Bill.
I rock with you, G, except for one thing, man. I don't wish jail on no man.
I don't either, but you know, we were just talking about ours too, so you know, I think
you say you gotta go to Penn State, not the state pen.
Yeah, the thing with the Charlo situation, man, it's tough, man. It's tough. Me personally, I'd rather give me that robbery charge over the assault of a family member, household member. I'll take that first. But hey, listen, due process. were all innocent to proven guilty. So I'm gonna afford that brother the due process. I'm not gonna hop out because just like with the robbery joint, I'm sure people was jumping out the window saying, "Oh, you know," and look, he was proven innocent that he didn't do it. Now, with this situation, who knows? Something could have happened. Family member that was living there could have been stealing or something. We don't know. We don't know the situation, you know. But time will tell, and to be dealt with accordingly. But I would like to give him that due process because we don't know. My daddy always used to tell me there's three sides to every story. This person's side, and the truth. So I'm willing and I'm human enough to wait to find out what the truth is. So I'll give him the due process.
Very diplomatic, a $1 trillion Bizzle. All right, Ned the TVE.
Hey man, Jermall. I don't know the full circumstances, the situation you're into right now. Maybe you got into it with your uncle after a Spades game, and he felt the way you hit him with the right hand. You touched him up a little bit too hard, or I don't know
Will
who
the
you
uncle
touched
be a
him.
household member?
Maybe maybe he's staying aside. You don't know, or maybe I'm not even gonna say get into your business. Whoever you touch in that household. Didn't feel you like you treated him like a sparring
You
partner.
didn't go that wild. You should have been through that wild.
Yeah. You treated him like a sparring partner and they didn't like it. So
you
Jermall,
keep cutting me. Cut my books again. Cut my books again.
You cut my books.
Jermall, you got control your frustration. You gotta know who to take it out on, who not to, man. And if this is family business, and I'm not gonna get in it, but I wish you the best. I hope everything gets resolved, and maybe they tap your pockets a little bit just to like get back at you. But I don't wish you going get in doing some time over this. Hopefully it gets resolved.
Well, assault and battery on a family household member in the Massachusetts typically is your spouse, your partner. So like for example, whenever there's a domestic in Massachusetts, like you have to fill out a form which explains the relationship of the parties. And then you have to give like a brief description of what happened. So in Massachusetts, when you see you know, assault and battery on family household member, it's typically a spouse. It's rare that it's like someone else. It could be someone else. So I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying like in Massachusetts and based on my experience, that's normally what it is. And I say that to say like we don't know who the family household member is. We don't know anything. All we know is that he was arrested. But like let me just double check on what they say the charge was again, because it assaulting a family member, a felony charge of assaulting a family member. So I don't know if you understand, but so I'll break it down. Like there's assault and then there's battery. People tend to like mix up the two. So assault would be like if I went at you like this and you jumped because you were afraid that I was going to hit you. That would be me assaulting you. I place you in imminent fear of a battery, which a battery is a harmful or offensive contact, right? So if I actually hit you, right, then it's assault and battery because I place you in fear of a harmful contact, and then I actually made harmful contact with you. So when they say felony assaulting, I don't know if like they're saying like he had like a weapon or whatever.
But isn't his hands registered as weapons?
I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily know if that's if that's what they're going to say. But it's different because I don't know the rules and the law in Texas. But there's assault and then there's battery. So I say that to say there's a huge difference, right? So like I can assault you without ever hitting you. You understand what I'm saying? Without ever touching you. But once I make contact with you, that's a battery. So I just want to break that down as a difference because all I read was assault there. I didn't see anything about a battery. So that's one. The other thing is like if, for example, the police are called in a domestic dispute, you know, it doesn't always play out the way you think. I'll tell you why. Typically, in a household incident, who are the witnesses? The two parties that were there. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like it's you and your spouse, right? It's rarely that there's a witness. So when you go to court, the only person who can really testify against you is the spouse. And a lot of times they don't show up. And the court can summon you there. And in this case, it might happen, but it's unlikely. So it's really important to let this one play out because you don't know what the alleged charges are. You don't know what they're saying that he did. All we know is that he got arrested. And sometimes people get arrested for things that don't necessarily end up falling through, is all I'm saying, particularly in domestic situations where like there won't be a witness. But this is the thing.
I just wanted to
Go ahead.
No, I was just
no, you got the go ahead, bro. I said you might look it up.
Looking up felony assaults or battery also refers to in some states as aggravated assault or battery involves circumstances that make the crime more serious, as when the victim is threatened with or experience significant violence amounting to substantially more than a minor slap across the face or a punch in the jaw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they include battery in the assault. You understand what I mean? Which I'm assuming that it's probably aggravated assault and battery, but like because you read that assault and battery, but they only wrote assault on ESPN's thing. Okay. So I'm assuming there probably is a battery, but I can't make that assumption without seeing it. You feel me? So like just saying like being technical, because some people would be like, yo, if I walked up to say like Ned and I punched him, people would be like, you assaulted him. No, I battered him.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, but people don't understand the difference.
Battery is the same thing.
They're saying that's the same thing?
Yes, they say felony assault is the same as assault and battery, or it could be the same as aggravated assault. It could be called those three things.
And that's what I don't know. Like every law is like different. Every state has its own law. Yeah. So like all I know is an assault is placing someone in imminent fear of a battery, and a battery is a harmful and offensive contact that you make on someone else. So like felony assault can be like I pull out my joint on you and make you afraid that like I'm gonna shoot you. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, we're getting into a lot of speculation.
It's all bad.
It's felony, which means that it's serious, which means that it's more serious than, like Trill said, a slap on the face or something minor. And his bail was $10,000, which doesn't seem like a lot to say for a fighter, but for the average person, $10,000 is a pretty high bail to be set on someone. So, like I said, I can't speak from a position of knowing what he did because I don't know what he did. I didn't see anything. If anyone knows, put it in the comment section and maybe we can talk about it. Or we'll wait for those details to be released. But last time when he was charged with robbery, that case was dismissed. And in cases like this, it's not uncommon that they get dismissed as well, is all I'm saying. Typically because there aren't that many witnesses and he's married too, right? So if it's his wife, there's also spousal privilege. So you don't have to testify against your spouse. So I'm not. Go ahead.
I got an article from TMZ saying a male who lived in the household went to the police and reported. It happened in September 21st. The incident happened on September 21st. Is saying
male?
Yeah, and basically it said he Charlo grabbed him and punched him. So
his family member ran to the police.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
So it's space game. No, I'll just play.
Hey, listen. Hey, in this case, if he hit Charlo and Charlo hit him, they're gonna have to take charges out on that man too. In
Definitely
which
a
case,
Spades game, like the TBE said. It was
yeah,
definitely a Spades.
if that's the case, I don't know what happened. I'm just saying maybe he hit Charlo too. Maybe he put hands on Charlo. So they got to take charges out on him, and then in which case it's best for both of them not to testify against each other. Hey, listen, at the end of the day, if that's what it is,
Yeah.
if that's what it is, hey, I feel a lot better.
Yeah, and shout out to Jermall Charlo's wife, Chantel Charlo. That's it. He does have a wife. Chantel.
Yeah. So if that's a wow. If that's the case, my man ran to the cops. Charlo hit you when you ran to the cops. Wow.
Payday.
Payday.
It's an Uncle Ice situation, yo.
Watch the company you keep. Watch the company you keep. Again, we've been saying that. That if that doesn't tell you that you got like people around you, you feel me? That you duffed the man and he just went to the police to report you. Like this is supposed to be your family.
He was living with you.
He knows what you do. He knows that like reporting you is gonna, you know what I'm saying? You on TMZ. You're facing like that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're saying to people. Like, yo, you gotta watch the people you have around you. It's crazy. So I'm actually feeling a lot relieved that like it's that as opposed to something else. Like if that report's correct, because to me, that's something that we all could have got arrested on that. We all could have got arrested on that. So you know.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter, and please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.
Touch me and I'll sue.